Hey guys, how's it going? It's on 4 here. Welcome back to a final part for the story of the last word. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. This next part, guys, is a conversation between Dredgen and Jaren Ward's ghost, right after Dredgen has just killed Jaren Ward. Such darkness. Impress? Far from it. To each their own. His light is faded. His light is gone. You're an infection. I am that which will cleanse. You are a monster. An old friend once saw me as the same. He was right. And had we met earlier, to would you have been? How dare you defend yourself? All you done, as anything but monstrous? No more than a hurricane. Then you are a force of nature? I am all that is right. You may not see it, for lack of looking, or blind ignorance. But I am all that's good. You use murder a good man. He shot first. Yet you stand. Guess he missed. He never misses. First time for everything. His cannon. Nice piece of hardware. Well worn, but clean. Smooth hammer. It was his prize. Guess he put too much faith in the wrong steel. Is that where your fate lies? In steel? Not for some time. My steel is only an extension. My fate is in the shadow. Then my light is an affront to all you are. I am your truest enemy. One of them. Will you end me? Not you. Not now. The shadow knows mercy? The shadow knows no such thing. Then what? The other. What other? The dead man's charge. The boy? You end him as well? If it comes to that, we'll see. I won't let you have the child. It's been long enough now. Think he's a man. You cannot have him. Not yet. I won't let you. That you could stop me is an amusing thought. Here, take it. Why? Give the apprentice his master's sword. It's a gift. You cannot have him. You fear for his light? He is special. Yes, I am aware. You're trying to tempt him. You're feeding his anger. The gun is a memento, nothing more. You claim to be a vessel, a hollow shell where once a man stood, but that is just a lie. The man is still in you. There is no man here. I am now, for the rest of time, only Dredgen. The eternal abyss? So not all the forgotten languages are dead. Hide behind whatever title you wish. It is still a facade. No force of nature will play such games. Games? The cannon. You wish to tempt the boy, spur him on and fuel his rage. There is intent there. The actions of a man. Monstrous, mad, or otherwise, you are nothing more. And what value does your conclusion bring, flawed as it might be? That a hurricane can only be weathered, not stopped, not redirected. A force of nature is uncaring and without intent. But a man? Yes? A man is none of those things. A man can be killed. And there it is. There is what? A sliver of hope. Then, Palimon was ash. I was only a boy, my face caked in salt, snot, and sorrow. I assumed Jaren, my friend, a guardian, savior of Palimon, would always be there to protect us. That he could have saved us. But I was a fool. Jaren and the others, only a handful of them, but still our best hunters, hardest hearts, had left 3 suns prior, striking fallen after some bandits across the stair. The stranger, the other, arrived the following day. He rarely spoke, took a room, took our hospitality. I was intrigued by him, as I was when Jaren had first arrived. The stranger was cold, distant, damaged I thought, but I wasn't afraid, not yet at least. Only a child. I knew monsters of a world walked like men, but they were not. They were something alien, forearmed and savage. The stranger was polite, but solemn. I took him for a sad, broken man, and he was. Though, at the time I didn't understand how that could make someone dangerous. As with Jaren, my father made an effort to keep me away from the stranger. It wouldn't matter. As the silhouette approached, fear held tight. A dark figure towered over me, looking into me, through me. He smiled, then he turned and walked away, leaving ruin and a heartbroken, terrified boy in his wake. With a second glance, I've been chasing that stranger's shadow ever since. Now, we stood in silence, the sun high. Seconds passed, feeling more like hours. He looked different. He seemed now to be weightless, effortless in an existence that would crush a man, burden my conscience. My gaze remained locked as I felt the heat rising inside of me. The other spoke. It's been a while! I gave no reply. The gunslinger sword. His cannon. That was a gift. My silence held as my thumb caressed the perfectly worn hammer at my hip. An offering from me to you. The heat grew, centering my chest. I felt like a coward the day Jaren Ward died, and for many cycles after. But here, I felt only the fire of my light. The other probed. Nothing to say? He let the words hang. I've been waiting for you. For this day. His attempt at a conversation felt mundane when judged against all that had come before. Many times I thought you falter, given up. All I've lost, all to suffer, rapidly flashed through my mind, intercut with a dark silhouette walking towards a frightened, weak, coward of a boy. The fire burned in me. The other continued. But here you are. This is truly an end. As his tongue slipped between syllables, my gun had moved, as if it was on will. Reflex and purpose merged with anger, clarity, and an overwhelming need for just that. And then, in step with my motion, the fire within burst into focus. Through my shoulder, down my arm, as my finger closed on the trigger of my third father's cannon. 2 shots, 2 bullets, engulfed in an angry growl. The other fell. I walked to his corpse. He never raised his cursed thorn, jagged gun with the festering sickness. I looked down at the dead man who had caused so much death. My shooter still embraced by the dancing flames of my light. Sadness came over me. I thought back to my earliest days, of Palamon, of Jaren. Leveling my cannon at the dead man's helm, I paid one final tribute to my mentor, my savior, my father, and my friend. Yours, not mine. As I closed my grip, allowing Jaren's cannon, now my own, to have the last, loud word. People always forget about the other one, the first one. They remember doing the last word, because it's an easier story to tell. But that's not the whole story.